Welcome back to Atomic Heart. This is part 20 of our trophy walkthrough. As we begin, we're going to walk out of the save room and take a left and follow along the top part of this balcony. As you can see below us, that's where we fought the playish in the last video. Here we're going to jump over this gap. There are two Volvas waiting for us over there. Just take them out. Now before we go any further, we want to take out that dandelion camera at the bottom. Once it's gone, we're going to have some wasps that come to try to repair it. There should be 5 of them in total. They're going to come from underneath us. So take each of those out individually. I'm going to skip over this so that you don't have to watch me just stand here and take out wasps. But as they keep coming, continue to take them out. We're going to try our best to clear that room before we have to go down there. There's a dandelion there, but we can't reach it from here, so we're just going to continue on into the next room.
Look around you and see the lies for what they are, or the truth will catch you unawares. You hear me, dog?
Petrov keeps talking super crazy. He's definitely got more than a few problems. You can check the pair in there. It's pretty interesting. And then on the dressing room table by that Tereshkova, we are going to find another Chirper. That one's going to be Chirper number 49. Then crawl through the vent that's directly to the right of where you picked up the Chirper, and we can get into this back room here. There's no other way to get there. And also in this room, on the very first little table, we're going to find Chirper number 50, and there's also a pair in that room and a lot of drawers to loot.
The whole world drown in blood. We just need to survive until that moment, until the day when collective updates to version 2.0.
There's that Chirper.
It's not my fault, Stefan.
And then we just crawl back through the vent to be able to exit and go to the next area.
And he made them like
Now straight ahead there's a doorway. You can, if you scan the room, you can see there's a lock on it. It's on the outside. That's actually near where we are going to exit the theater. So we can't go there just yet.
The blood on my hands is justified. But what about section?
Now on this side,
that stupid attack dog
the stairs are broken here as well. So is the elevator. So we have to go down through this crack in the balcony. But don't do what I did and try to go the opposite way. We've already covered all of that. We need to head over to this side, and you'll see that there's a broken railing there. Alright, we took out that dandelion. Just waiting to see if there will be any wasps. I don't see any coming this way. So we're going to head over to where the first dandelion camera was. And you can shock that that little wasp producer. You can shock it and get rid of all those. I cut it out. It just, you know, it's very boring, and you guys already know what to do by now. So when we get down here, I'm just gonna go ahead and scoop up everything that the wasps dropped, and we're gonna go around that wall, the little paper wall. We're gonna go all the way around it and into this back room.
Do you decide what to do? Or is it decided for you? It doesn't matter which side you see things from.
In here, you can loot everything. There's a Chirper on this countertop. That's Chirper number 51.
You ever happy with yours? Do you even know what happy
And there is a chest over on the
That's
opposite
mighty
side that
profound,
you
sick
can
fuck, but it won't
loot.
help you. How the hell could I even know if I was happy or not? I
And
wish
of
I
course,
did,
a pear in the
but
corner.
here we are.
These pears are very concerning, to say the least. Go over to the door and unlock it. In here, there's a mother. Very easy, just take it out. This room is going to dead end, just so that you know. It's we just need to come in here, and maybe we need to come later. See, weird, super weird on the pears. So this is going to be the last area of this section, and that is Necromancer number 38. Look at the paper next to him. He's got a code to a door, and we definitely need that code to progress. So take a screenshot or take a mental picture, because we're going to be needing it coming up pretty soon. Now in here, I realized too late that there was a dandelion camera there, but at least this way I can show you what happens if you are not able to take out all of the dandelion cameras before. I have done this area several times where I had to fight 0 enemies because I was creepy enough to get all of the cameras out, but this time I was not so lucky, and unfortunately this is what we have to deal with. So try not to make my mistake, and remember that there is a dandelion camera on that pole, and then you can save a whole bunch of ammo. And it really sucks that we have to use all this because we're going into quite the fight in a little while. It's basically, you know, an enemy rush situation. So, man, we sure could have used all those bullets. Totally my fault. But anyway, we're going to clean up our mess here. That door to our left, we cannot open that without a special item. It's not a cookie, it's like a ballerina ball or something like that. We can't open that door yet. So we have to go into the opposite side. You can speak to this ballerina if you wish. You'll see that Petrov is connected to all of those ballerinas. So a lot of the answers they give you are super cryptic. In here, if you go down those windy stairs, immediately to the right is a save room.
Charles.
Go ahead and make your save here. And there's a lot of dialogue as well. I cut it all out. It's definitely worth it to exhaust the dialogue completely. It'll give you a lot of insight into exactly what's been going on here. When we walk into this next room, there's a couple of mutants just hanging about. We're going to take these guys out. And there are also some mothers that you'll want to take out as well, because we need to do a thorough search of this room before we move on to our next objective. As you can see there, I don't know why there's a cow in the theater. But there he is. So there's a little bar area over here. We can head over this way. inside of this bar area is a locked door. This is like a kitchen area back here. So just get this door unlocked. It's not too bad of a puzzle. Maybe I'm just getting better at them. I don't know. I still don't care for them. We can sneak up on this guy. I don't know how he didn't see us, but we get lucky.
Like how I remade this place? I used to run this whole place off. So, come to think of it, I guess I still do.
Back over here behind these refrigerators, there's this, some kind of a receptionist office. Just loot everything. There's quite a bit that we can loot in here. Nothing of extreme importance, but every little bit helps. We're going to come back through the kitchen and back to the bar area here. And if we go go through here and turn right, and you will find Necromancer number 39. Speak to her, and at the end there, she's going to give you some hints for later. You don't have to write it down or anything, but in order to progress, we have to do a little puzzle, and what she's saying at the end there is hints for what's coming up. Now here on the floor, we in this back dressing room, we have Necromancer number 41 and number 40. They both say the same thing, and you have to talk to each of them for them to count, even though they say the exact same thing. So just make sure that you speak to both of them before you move on. Back here, you want to take out these mothers. They're not spitting out sprouts right now, but we don't want to have to deal with them later, because as you can see, that ballerina is holding a golden ball. So you can just about imagine that we are going to need that to open up the door in the previous room we were in. Here, you know, I enjoy my loot and all, but even I can admit that I spent too much time trying to hop up here to open that up, just to get some Kalash rounds and some metal parts. I mean, I have a problem. I have a looting problem. I really do. Now, I have opened those before. There are 2 boxes back here underneath all of these shelves and stuff. I could not get it this time. I don't know why. I think maybe I moved a cardboard box that prevented me from being able to open that up. But yeah, it's so dark in here. You have to scan to be able to see anything, really. See, I was totally in the wrong spot because it's so dark. And I don't put my settings dark at all when I start. Typically, it's right in the middle, but it's only in certain areas that it gets dark like this. And out in the open world, when you're not in buildings, and even some buildings are more well lit than others. So there's nothing over here. We can't go into that area. We can climb up right here, this broken balcony. And if we go around the corner to the right, once you climb up, on this table is Chirper number 52.
Those party members can do whatever the fuck tickles their fancy, but you? What? You haven't got fucked enough by electricity in your life?
Up here,
you want to get revenge by fucking it
you
back?
can go around the other side
I saw you
and
googly eyes at that doll
take a
in the
look,
dressing
but
room.
there's really nothing
He's a
there.
bot, Vasilij. A robot.
There's a lock on
People
that
keep
door,
asking me, hey,
and there's a
why
dead
you like
body
original
right outside the
food?
door. Talk to him. He's Necromancer number 42.
What was it? 0,
Now
6,
remember that picture we saw on the
15.
ground downstairs? We
How
need
am I
to use
supposed to
that
enter
to
it?
unlock
Password appears
this
not
door.
to be a password at all.
And once we go inside, we can loot the room a little bit. You'll see that you can't use that pair. This pair, we can't interact with it yet. You can read this one, which is pretty interesting. Really, they all are. I highly recommend reading them if you like the story. On the desk here is Chirper number 58. And then we have a wire puzzle on the wall. You have to complete that in order to interact with the pair behind us.
The ship of decency. The only ship of decency we have to worry about is our patrons' wishes. What do we always say in the Soviet Union?
Once the puzzle's finished and you turn around and you interact with that pair, it will ask you a question.
Don't know. Oh, yes,
And once you answer it, we are going to steadily be fighting enemies. It's basically just an enemy rush, and it is on a timer. It doesn't matter how many enemies you take out. You have to do it for a certain amount of time, because we have to go through the entire ballerina performance before we can be let out of here. Now, most of your enemies are going to be mutants. You will have a few large mutants, which means they'll be spitting out sprouts from their back, so we'll have sprouts as well. There are no robotic enemies until the very end, and I have completed this area before where the robots did not engage, but for some reason during this section where I actually got my footage, the robots did engage. If you remember, there is a robot in the back dressing room. He's going to come out right at the end. I don't know what triggers him, because I have, like I said, I've done it before where he did not come out. So just watch your back and take your time. Try to conserve your ammo. Headshots do work on the mutants. Just aim for their leaves and that weird face, I guess. They kind of sort of have a face. So do try to get the headshots on them. And as I've said before, with the large mutants, you want to aim for the orange bubbles on their backs. And we're going to have all types of mutants. So if by any chance you're missing any of those scans and you have not gotten your scanner trophy yet, you can scan these guys, because you'll get every type of mutant during this section.
Keep your distance. Easy now. Jeez, what's that smell? That's it, you're fucked. Touch me. Keep your distance.
Try your best not to get caught up on the environment. And right here, I want to point out that I did get a DLC trophy. It's called Ultimate Storm. I do not know yet if I will be doing a guide on the DLC. I haven't made that decision, but just in case, I did want to point this out, that I did receive the trophy. I'm actually not sure how I did it. I looked up the trophy, and I honestly think it may have been a glitch, because I'm not sure that I actually have the ability that I need in order to receive that trophy. Anyway, we're getting kind of close to the end now. as you can see, it gets so much worse the longer the performance goes. And don't feel bad if you have died at any point. I died quite a few times before I made sure that I had enough ammunition to last me through the entire performance. So don't feel bad if you die a few times. It'll be okay. I do occasionally try to pick up from the mess on the floor, but I have yet to see that I pick up any rounds for my weapons. So just making a note of that. You want to make sure that you are stocked up before you leave your Nora station and enter this area. And right there, see, I don't know what triggered this guy to come out, but he did. This should be your last enemy. If he comes out, that should be it. And of course, we're going to have a ton to pick up. Make sure you get everything possible. This is going to allow us to upgrade our glove quite a bit. Oh, I froze him and then I forgot about him. It's okay. He doesn't take too much. If he's susceptible to freezing, so just run around and pick up all of the loot so we can get some really nice upgrades on our glove later on. After that's complete, go up to the ballerina and grab Chirper number 54 off of her podium, and also grab the ball that she is holding. Then we're going to make our way back to that front area.
Charles, what did you just turn on?
That door is open now. We're going to place the ball in here to open up these doors. And we're going to have a little ballerina puzzle here. You'll have to push the button and instruct each ballerina on which pose to take. Now, the poses are, I want to say that they were different each time, because I did play this area more than once, and I did not write down which ones they were, because when I did that, it was different the next time. So you can just trial and error it, pick a pose, and then see if that works. You'll hear like a humming in the background if you've chosen the correct pose. We're going to head into this bathroom. It's the first door on the left. Don't skip this area, because if you go all the way to the back where this crater is, we're going to collect Chirper number 55 from the Tereshkova. And look at that. That looks like a child Tereshkova.
Remember me. Remember me. Remember me. Remember me.
I know I didn't see a jump scare coming in this game, but that is the point of a jump scare, to get you when you least expect it. So head back out into the hall, go up to the next ballerina, push the button, and choose a pose.
Charles, do me a favor.
You can make a note of the poses that work if you like, but I can't guarantee that they will work for you, because they did change for me. As soon as you finish that, the seating on the right next to the second ballerina
Debug mode initiated.
is going to be Chirper number
Your room,
56.
Charles. I'm kind of out of my depth here.
We have 2 more ballerinas to go, so just repeat the process with each one.
Just say the name of the position, and that's it. And it doesn't have to be a ballet position either.
On your nemesis, and he'll be with
Enough
you
for now.
soon enough. And then everything will
Debug mode initiated.
smile.
This is your
You have no idea how insidious your real enemy is. And
Try
not even
again.
the second
Give her a
army
command.
really understands it. What your
First
world
arabesque.
will end up with is emptiness
Try again. Give her a command.
and a much
A la seconde. Arms free.
uncomfortable. Open your eyes and see the true
We're done here.
dog.
So once those are completed, this door will open. You want to head into this area
It was supposed to be a real show.
and go into the save room on the right.
Yeah,
We
Charles,
are
why is
coming
that head
up
case whining about how
on a
Collective
boss
is gonna
fight.
kill us all.
So here I am doing as much upgrading as I can to the Fat Boy. This is the weapon that I'm going to be using for this fight. So get your arsenal together. It's not a difficult fight, but it's also not super easy either. So don't forget to come in this room, change up your arsenal, and save. And
Access granted.
I think we have some talking with Charles. There's a lore-heavy dialogue in this area, and it's interesting, but it's a lot. So just be prepared for that. Once we exit the room, we're going to head over to the right. They even give you another Nora station in the hallway, just in case you didn't notice the giant station in the save room. They want to make sure that you can't miss it. Go into the door next to the Nora station, and we are going to get a cutscene, which I am going to cut out for your convenience.
You won't fool me again. You're mine now, shitbird. Hear that, fuckhead? Show's over.
There you are, always breathing down my neck.
It is my great pleasure to present to you the lovely Natasha!
Be sure not to stand directly in the middle of the stage when Natasha is being announced, because you think she's going to come out from behind the curtain, and then she doesn't. She doesn't have a big move set. Using the Fat Boy, you pretty much just have to make sure that she is not going to jump and use the thrusters to go. See how she does that? Sometimes she'll do 2 jumps with the thrusters. Just be careful before letting your shot go that she's not going to move. She does have some homing rockets. She does the spin move. It doesn't do too much damage, but you can try to hop out of the way toward the left. Don't do what I did and hop to the right, because it never works. So try to hop away to the left. Watch out for those missiles. They are super fast. And there's nothing else. There's no extra enemies in here. There are just the spinning robots that block you from leaving the stage area. See how they're following us? They won't allow you to exit the fight. It's pretty fast. Once you have defeated Natasha, you'll get the Show's Over trophy.
Comrade Major, you...
Not now. Let's just not talk for a
Don't
while,
forget
okay?
to loot the body.
Gay, did you search Petrov's body?
Sechenov is going to ask you
Did
to
you find any
collect
gold rings on it?
Petrov's
No, sir.
head, and
Petrov
he'll
didn't have
send
anything on him.
Pachela
Very well.
to pick it up
Report to the Pavlov
in
complex
a
at once.
special
I'm
case.
on my way.
Or, well, it drops off a case. You actually have to carry the head around. Once you've done that, go to the back area of the stage. The robots will let you pass now, and you can speak to Necromancer number 43. He's a complete jerk, and I'm so glad that he is not alive anymore. Next, we're going to come over to the front of the stage, and near this body is Chirper number 57.
And then, believe it or not, he says to me,
Be sure to grab that.
we're going to put this
Then
big
you
old
can
beauty on
check
stage.
around
What
in
fuck?
the red
It's an old model and it's
seats
hard to
up
program,
here.
so I'm thinking
I did.
my show, and I'll decide what we
I
should
thought
and
there
should
was
not do. You
2
cover it, our
chirpers in
programmers,
this
so either
area,
do your job with a
but
smile on your face or get the hell
when
out of
I
my
tell you
theater.
I scoured,
Comrade
I
Lassiter's
spent
I
a good
completely
half an
understand.
hour
I was
just
merely offering a
going
suggestion.
around and around
I
and
don't
around in
suppose you'd
these
like
red
something a
seats,
little
and I was only able
heavier?
to find one
Well,
additional
now you're
chirper.
speaking my
So
language.
here to the
What
right
have you got
on
for
these
me?
red seats is chirper number 58.
This
Be
is our
sure
first
to
session.
pick that up
I'm
before
recording
we
with the Chirper
exit
for your
this
file,
area.
Victor. So tell me about
You
yourself.
can feel free
What
to
kind
look
of
around,
person
but
are
there isn't anything else here.
you? Well,
There's nothing
I'm
to
an
loot.
upstanding citizen of the
There's
Soviet
no other
Union,
chirper. There's no other
hardworking member of our
necromancer.
society. I live for
So,
science, and I have 2
once
passions
you're
that are
done
very
in the
important.
area, you can climb
Love
up this broken balcony here,
Am I a good
and we
person?
have to go over to the
Yes,
right to
absolutely.
progress. And then we'll climb up these the seating area and go through the door at the end. There is a save station at the end here.
What is your
We'll have a
current
long
status, Comrade
conversation
Major?
with Charles.
I'm detecting a loss of focus, and
Enough complaining. Let's move.
there, Major. Whatever you say.
Authorization. Major Nechayev.
Exhaust the dialogue in that conversation if you are interested in what Charles has to say. He's pretty knowledgeable. And don't forget to put away the Fat Boy in your inventory because we are not going to need it for quite a while. So just go ahead and store it. And you can also upgrade any weapons. I do kind of feel like I've been neglecting the Kalash, but I'm purposefully waiting for that stock that's in Polygon 12. Sometime, not in the next 2 videos for sure, but I think maybe in video number 23, we may go into testing ground number 12. So we should get it there, and that will complete the testing grounds, that will complete the Lutyagins, and we should have every blueprint. Once you're finished in the save station, you can exit out and go to the door on the left. And here you can unlock this door to head back into the theater. This is going to open the door to the dressing room that we were in earlier when I told you there's a lock on the outside. So if you forgot anything, this is your chance to head back into the theater and collect anything that you may have missed. And we don't need to do that, so we're just going to head straight to the elevator to exit the theater.
Please come again. Come back soon. We're expecting an amazing new batch of robots for your entertainment. The next show will be even more interesting. Please come back here for a sequel. I see you enjoyed the show so much. You leave to purchase a ticket. Please go to the ticket booth at the other end of the foyer. Don't forget the snack bar. Please proceed to the bar. Did you leave anything in the coat check room? Proceed into the restroom.
Leave this place!
And yes, you do have to listen to all of that glitching out in
Major
order
B3,
to open
I'm
up the
waiting for you
elevator.
at the Pavlov
And once you
complex.
enter, you'll get the
Everything is ready for
curtain
your
trophy.
I'll be there as fast as I can.
I suggest using a car to move
Once
between the
we
research
exit
complexes.
the
There
elevator,
was a surge of sprout
that
activity
is
on the
going
surface.
to
The place is
complete
positively
our
overrun with
video for
mutants.
today.
Right.
So thank you all
Got
so
it.
much for
Is that all?
watching.
Just one more
Please
question.
remember
No,
to hit the
Zlatova
like
wasn't
and the
there.
subscribe
I understand.
buttons if you
You
found
didn't
this
find any
helpful
gold rings on
at
the
all.
Petrov's body, did you?
And
Jewel rings with
coming
letter
up,
1 and
we're
22
having video
engraved
number
on the inside?
No, we
21.
didn't have anything
And I
on.
hope that I'm going to see
P3
all
out.
of you there next time. Until then, Khajiit always has wares.